Hello everyone and welcome to Dark Legends. This time we bring you a story from ancient Greece that speaks of the struggle between fear and curiosity. A story of a pilgrim who must face his fears to discover the truth that lies beyond the darkness. Follow us to find out how fate leads him on an adventure that will change his life forever.
It was a cold autumn night in the north woods of Canada when the pilgrim began his journey. He was in search of some answers to his questions, but he wasn't sure what he would find. The forest was deep and dark, and the air was heavy with mystery. As he walked through the trees, the pilgrim began to hear whispers, and his feet began to feel a strange presence stalking him. He stopped with a sense of dread and looked around, but saw nothing. He was all alone. The pilgrim walked deeper into the forest, trying to find some answer to his questions. Suddenly, a figure came out of the darkness. He was a tall, thin man, with piercing eyes that shone like moonlight on the earth. His clothes were simple, but his presence was imposing. The pilgrim could not help but feel a shiver run through his body as he looked at the man. The man approached the pilgrim and spoke to him in a deep but soft voice. "I have been waiting for you, pilgrim. I have come to guide you through these woods. Destiny has led us here so that you may find the answer to your questions." The pilgrim didn't know what to say, so he just nodded and began to follow the man. The path led them through the woods, and the pilgrim noticed the presence of something strange and frightening around him. The noises of the forest intensified. The icy wind hit his cheeks, and fear paralyzed his muscles. The man turned to him and said with a smile, "Don't worry, you're safe with me. You are here for a reason." The pilgrim wasn't sure what to say, so he just followed the man in silence. The journey grew longer, and the fear grew more intense. The pilgrim couldn't help but wonder what awaited him at the end of his journey. Finally, he came to a clearing in the forest, and the man stopped. "This is your answer," the man said with a smile. The pilgrim looked around, but saw nothing. Suddenly, a shadow began to form at the edge of the clearing. It was a tall, frightening figure with gray skin and glowing eyes. The pilgrim knew immediately that it was an evil spirit. The man told the pilgrim not to be afraid, that the evil spirit was there to help. The pilgrim believed him and approached the figure. The figure told him that he could only help him if the pilgrim gave him his own soul. On the spot, our protagonist ran out of those Canadian woods with the answer he was looking for and a new understanding of fear. Although he knew he would never feel completely safe in the woods, he decided that he would never again fear the mystery that lurks in the darkness. After that, he would be motivated by fear to challenge his limits and discover what else fate had in store for him.
In this story, we have learned that fear can be a powerful tool that helps us discover our own limits and challenge the unknown. Sometimes we must risk stepping out of our comfort zone to find the truth, and that fear is not always a bad thing. So why not give it a try? Don't be afraid to discover what destiny has in store for you. Best regards and see you in the next video.